In this tutorial today, we are going to lay out the project that we are creating. We are going to take a good look at what it is we are looking to create, and we are going to go ahead and frame all of the things that need to be where they need to be. So we're going to look at images, we're going to look at graphics, we're going to look at text. So I want you to take a good look at what we have here, and I want you to start breaking this down to frames in your head. Where you see text, I want you to picture a box with an X through it. Where you see images, I want you to picture another box with an X through it. So I want you to kind of study this for a second, and then we're going to go in and create this actual layout. So it's not as complicated as it looks, just keep up with me. So starting on the front spread, what I would recommend with anything that has folds like this is taking a piece of paper and creating what's called a folding dummy. Folding it together so that you can see what pages need to go where. If you were to take a trifold brochure and fold it together and then flip it so that you could tell which one's the front, which one's the back, you would end up with a layout like this. This is going to be our front page, this is going to be our back page, and this is going to be our first page you see when you open the pamphlet. Now when the pamphlet is completely open, all the way, this is what you're going to see, all three of these pages together. Again, grab a piece of paper, fold it up so you can physically see how this is going to work. It's always a smart idea. So, knowing that this is my basic layout, I'm going to start on this right page, which is the front cover. I want to notice that I have one big image on the outside, and I want to notice that that image is going all the way to the edge of my document. I have a small logo in the bottom right corner, and I have a piece of text up here at the top. This could be one frame, or this could be two frames. Depends on how you want to do it. I think it's just more organized to keep it all in one frame. So I'm looking at 3 frames total. The lines that you see throughout this document are going to be separate things that we just add in afterwards. So no need to worry about those. So let's go to our document real quick. So looking at my actual document here, I can see that the top right page of the top spread is going to be my front cover. So what I'm going to do is create a frame that covers this area. Hit F on your keyboard to get your frame. And with that frame tool, I'm going to create a frame that covers the entire front page. So I'm going to start on this red line up at the top, all the way to the red line at the bottom down here, hitting that black line on the left. That way I am covering my entire front page, bleed line to bleed line. Remember, bleeds are there to give you a little bit of extra in case the printer cuts it at a slightly awkward angle. We want to make sure that we don't have that little white edge that can create. Hit F on your keyboard, and I'm going to create another frame right here at the top. This is going to be my header text. And in the bottom right corner, I'm going to create a square right about there. Now, these frames are not permanent. These frames can be altered and changed at later dates, but for right now, this is going to be the basis of that front page. Do you see the 3 elements that I am creating here? Give that layout another look and kind of make sure that you're seeing that. 1, 2, and then that third one down here. Making sense? Let's go to the back page. The back page has an image at the top, and it's going to the bleed up at the top as well. There is a piece of text right here, 2 smaller elements underneath it, and then a very small little piece of information down at the bottom. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 frames in total. You can notice there's also a style of color in the back. That would be a frame in itself, but we're going to come back and add that a little bit later. So let's go back over here and let's look at how we would frame that. So I'm going to hit F on my keyboard. I'm going to start up on that bleed line, and I'm going to create a frame that covers about the same height as that header. Again, we can always come back and edit these later, so don't feel like you're locked in when you make a frame like this. The next frame I'm going to make is just underneath that, and that's going to be a piece of text. Now, it's important to note with the front and this page right here, the text elements always go to the margin line. We never go past the margin line with text because we don't want it to land in the middle of this fold right there. So we're going to create 2 more frames right here underneath that text. I'm going to hold shift so I create a perfect square. And I'm going to duplicate that square over to the right, holding Option with my black arrow so that I get both of them. I'll grab both together and kind of move them back and forth. Do you see that pink line that pops up? That pink line is showing me that that's the dead center of the page. Easy way to navigate that. Good. Last, I'm going to add a piece of text down here at the bottom like that. Your middle page should have a total of 5 frames. One big image, one big chunk of text, the bullet points, the logo, and the website information down at the bottom. Back to our layout, we can look at the left page here and see that we have 2 large chunks of text. We have one big one up at the top and one smaller text, more body text down at the bottom. So I'm going to make that with 2 simple frames. Again, F to get your frame tool. And because, again, it's text, we're making sure that we stay inside of the margin line. Nothing's going to the page edge. Nothing's going to the bleed line. The first box is going to cover about 2/3 of the page, roughly. The bottom frame is going to cover the last third of that page. Again, flexible as we move forward. You are not locked into anything here. Now, the top spread is actually the simpler one to do because we see there are less items here. There's less text. It's a little more simplistic. As we move down, we see we have a lot more going on. On the left-hand side, we have a grid of pictures. In the center, we have another grid of 6 images, each with their own headline and a paragraph text above it. On the right-hand side, we see a couple of paragraphs at the top. We see a table, and then we see 2 more objects on the right. We need to be able to frame all of this. And the more important thing is that we have to keep our spacing equal. So we're going to start on this left page right here where we've got this image grid. So let's go back over and let's look at the bottom left page in your bottom spread. Now, to create this look, what we're going to do is create a basic frame system, and then we're going to come back and refine it. I'm going to start up here on the bleed line and go to the edge of the page, that black line on the right. This first image is going to cover almost half of the page up top. Now down below, I want to keep everything in the margin lines. And what I'm going to do is attempt to kind of eyeball the amount of space between these frames. So I'm going to create a new frame that looks like this, and I'm going to go to about the halfway point. Now when I go to the halfway point, I know that I'm going to put images over on the right of this too. So I'm going to grab that edge and just drag that in just a little bit. All right. Now I'm going to use this frame to organize the frames on the right. I know this is about the size I want it to be. If I duplicate this frame over to the right, you can see the spacing that I have. That's going to be my uniform spacing here. I want to half this. So I'm going to shrink this up to about half. And then I'm going to bump that up just a little bit as well, giving me a little bit of space there. I'm going to duplicate this down a little bit, and I'm going to do the same thing again, grabbing this edge and shrinking this down to half, giving it a little push to the left, and then duplicating this over to the right. Now our goal is again to have that equal amount of spacing between all of these elements. So you can see we're pretty close, but not perfect. We can grab these frames, drag them down just another hair, kind of eyeballing this if we want to. If you want to be a perfectionist about this, there is a way to put a grid on your entire document and utilize that grid. So go up to View, go to Grids and Guides, and turn on the document grid. And you could utilize this to kind of equal out your spacing if you would like, aligning your frames to that. I'm not looking for perfect with this, but you can always be perfect with this program if you would like to. But I want a basic layout similar to this. Good. All right, let's move to the middle page here. And when I look at the middle page, there's a lot going on. I have a heading up at the top, a body text underneath that, and then I have 6 images, each with their own heading just above that and aligned to the left of that frame by the look of it. So we're going to create this look. Let's start with our frame tool and create a very basic heading right here. And then we will create another frame underneath it that's going to be the body text. Could you do these both in one frame? You absolutely could. It's entirely up to you what you want to do with that. Underneath this, we're going to create a frame system. It's fairly simple to make. It doesn't have to be complicated. Now I'm going to create a frame that goes from the margin line on the left to the middle line where I see that blinking pink line, okay? It can be as tall as you want it to be. It doesn't matter at the moment, but it needs to go from page edge to that pink line. I'm going to duplicate that over and drag it to the right. You'll see we have two very equal boxes. Good. I'm going to grab both of those, hold Option, and drag them underneath, and I'm going to leave a good amount of space right here. Think where that header would go. I'm going to duplicate it again, and I'm going to use these little green arrows that pop up on the right, showing me that this is an equal amount of space. Good. So once I have these, I'm going to select all 6 of these frames, and I'm going to stretch them all to go to that bottom margin line. Now this is why the height didn't matter, because I'm going to change the height anyway. So that'll give me a nice even grid system. Try to keep it equally separated from the text up top, so that way you've got good spacing all the way around. Good. I'm going to add another frame right here that's going to be the headline for this. I'm going to put that just above each box, making one and duplicating it over to all the others. I can grab them, duplicate them as groups. So you see all of a sudden we end up with a lot of frames going on, and it can start to look complicated. Keep in your mind what you're looking at. It's not as complicated as it looks. Just understand this is text, this is image, this is text, this is image. Let's go look at the bottom right page, and we can see we have a lot going on here too. We have 2 headings, and we've got a paragraph underneath each. On the left, we have one big table. And if you remember from a previous table exercise, tables kind of come in making their own frame. So I'm going to leave that without a frame for the time being. And over on the right hand side, we see the Road King option and the Street Bob. Those are on their own thing as well. So we're going to create this basic look. Hit F on your keyboard, and I'm going to make these paragraphs at the top one frame. So I'm going to make one frame right here, and I'm going to duplicate that over to the right. Again, my goal is to create equal spacing between these frames. I'm going to need a little bit of a gutter because this is kind of a 2-column setup. So I'm going to bring these over just a little bit and eyeball that gutter. That gutter is going to be what I want on this entire page. Next, I'm going to grab this box and I'm going to duplicate this down. This is going to be my header for that bike. And I'm going to duplicate this down again, creating a rectangle. This is going to be where the image of that bike goes. Now, I may decide later to shrink this box down a little bit. We can always alter these things later. I'm going to duplicate both of those to create 2 more frames underneath, and that's going to give me the basic setup. If you would like to go ahead and frame your table, you can. Just put it right over here on the left, going from margin line to margin line, and matching up to the width of this frame up here. If you want to put that in there, that's completely up to you. Remember, the table itself comes in with a frame, so we'll have to delete this before we put in the table. But it can placehold for now, and that's perfectly fine. So what we've done today is create the actual layout of our trifold brochure. If we look at this document and compare it to the final, we can see that we've created places for all of the elements of this to go into our document. We now know where everything's going to be. All we have to do is start adding that content into place. It's simple as that. So if you've got this matching mine, let's go ahead and save this document. Go to File, hit Save. That'll save it if it's saving in the correct location. Always hit Save As if you want to double check to make sure it's going into your INDD file. That's where it should be going. Hit Save and Replace, so that way you're updating your document as you go. In the next episode, what we're going to do is we're going to start applying all the text and all the images to this document so that we start to actually see what this is supposed to look like. So that's your daily dose of design. If you found this informative or helpful at all, please feel free to like, subscribe to the channel, comment. I always like hearing back from you guys. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next one.